Okay, as promised in my last video, I am going to bring consciousness, or attempt to bring consciousness to life in a bit of a diagram to just help us reflect on why we're here and what is really going on energetically in the world. So I've just flipped this around. So this is us before we awaken. And this is our 3D world. This is the human part before we know that there's anything else kind of going on around this. And then we start to awaken, and we start to awaken, and we start to become aware of this happening. Okay, and don't judge me on like the amount of lines. It's just kind of for the perspective. We suddenly have this realization that there is more outside the 3D, and there are other forces at work other than just like this sort of human level here in the 3D. And there may be things like illnesses that exist in our body on the 3D, which we can't explain, that we're trying to heal through the medical model of treatment. And these things are, we start to have this awareness that actually these things are kind of doing this, okay? They might be doing this, okay? And we start to receive information from these other dimensions. And this is what consciousness is. This is how I see consciousness. And I'd love to know your thoughts on this as well. So we need to be doing our own shadow work. And the reason for this being is because if you think about us being here, like within this 3D realm, if we have got traumas, so if you see these little dots represent traumas, those traumas are sending out a signal into these other realms. One of these realms is where the collective consciousness is held. So if you think about it, let's draw a circle here. This is the collective unconscious. So everybody's traumas are going into, this is another person in their 3D, their traumas going into the collective unconscious, okay? Their energy, they're feeling stressed. Their energy is feeding into this energy, okay? So everything about awakening is about consciousness, and this is why we need to do shadow work, because our shadows are coming up into these other dimensions. Other shadows are coming into these dimensions. We're then feeling them. They're coming into ours. Ours are coming into theirs. And through shifting these dense layers, this is when we can have this broader awareness, and we can start